Guarisco, and Carla did her practicum at the CSKT Tribal Health. Her site mentor was Chelsea Kleinmeyer. And the name of Carla's presentation is Empowering Youth to Prepare Flavorful, Nutritious Meals and Influence Family Food Choices. So Carla, if you want to share your screen, you can take it away.
Hi, sorry here. Thank you, Lee. I wanted to start by sharing a background of my capstone site. The CSKT Tribal Health is the health department for the Flathead Reservation in Northwest Montana, which overlaps 4 counties. The reservation The Flathead Reservation includes all of Lake County, a portion of Sanders County to the west, a portion of Flathead County over the arching the top here, and then Missoula County to the south. The acronym CSKT stands for the Confederated Salish and Kootenai Tribes and represents Native Americans from the Salish, Pend Oreille, and Kootenai tribes. The CSKT Tribal Health Department recently completed their community health assessment, their CHA, which was published in 2022, and upon reviewing their results, chose 3 areas of focus as the department is segueing into the development of a community health improvement plan. The 3 focus areas are mental health, housing, security, and food quality access and nutrition. These focus areas will be integrated into the CHIP successively, with food being the initial domain to be addressed. I don't know why I'm doing that. In one of my initial meetings with my site advisor, Chelsea Kleinmeyer, we discussed several project ideas and chose to move forward with a pilot cooking class curriculum with 5th graders at the Boys and Girls Club of the Flathead Reservation, which would also weave in concepts surrounding nutrition and food sovereignty. I then met with Amy Vaughn, the Boys and Girls Club director, to schedule weekly classes at all 3 Boys and Girls Club sites in St. Ignatius, Ronan, and Polson on Tuesday in St. Ignatius, Wednesday in Ronan, and Thursday in Polson, utilizing their on-site community kitchens. The class ran for 8 weeks from mid-February through April, and was a 4 to 5 p.m. time slot. I started out at each site by inviting the students to participate and gave them each an opportunity to share their favorite dish they enjoyed at home. And we discussed concepts around gut health and what we could do to add nutritional value to those favorite dishes. For example, macaroni and cheese, which came up several times with the kids, said, how about we add some broccoli to that? Now, we didn't actually make macaroni and cheese, but it was one of the dishes that we discussed hypothetically. So I decided to start with a dress rehearsal in week 2, and we made overnight oats with the kids. And I realized that a dish that should take 10 minutes filled up an entire hour that I had with them. And oftentimes that time frame was whittled down to under 45 minutes with distractions and squeezing our time between their after school snack and their 5 p.m. dinner, and competing with the kitchen staff for preparing dinner at the club. We made 6 additional dishes in weeks 3 through 8, and it was not premeditated, but I ended up with 2 breakfast items, 3 lunch and dinner dishes, 2 desserts, and with all 7 dishes being plant-based, other than a little bit of mozzarella cheese in week 1. And there was no added sugar other than the option to add honey or maple syrup to a couple of the dishes. Plant-based recipes also made it easier to avoid cross-contamination issues and work with our limited time constraints, as well as discuss alternative protein sources such as peanut butter, beans, and legumes, and just reassure the kids that they can find more reasonably priced protein sources than meat if necessary. The selection and preparation of these dishes leads to my first deliverable, which is Kids Can Cook recipe book, comprised of those dishes that we prepared. along with some fun facts regarding nutrition in the various ingredients and food sovereignty concepts. The book also features information regarding kitchen hygiene, and I show that a little bit here. Contents, and food sovereignty, and well, the nutrition and the various ingredients, and food sovereignty, and kitchen hygiene and kitchen safety. Every class started with hand washing, and you can see here we talk about that. Oops, I can't make it go back, but we'll go to the next page. These are the recipes that we made: overnight oats, smoothie bowls, rainbow wraps, lentil sliders, Three Sisters soup, pita pizzas, and ice cream. Once the recipe book was published, it'll be distributed to kids throughout the Flathead Reservation. We wanted kids to experience preparing recipes that were feasible for them to prepare at home. And we wanted it to be fun, be able to share fun facts with their family while they're grocery shopping or the cooking or sharing a meal. My second deliverable evolved around a conversation that I had with Frances Gates, a CSKT educator who was my right hand every Thursday at the Polson Boys and Girls Club cooking classes. And I'm going to go to the next slide, but the video is going to start right away. But this was just a dress rehearsal. With Kaylin here. And as you can hear from this practice video, it was very difficult to regulate the ambient noise, such as commercial refrigerators and the squeals of joy from tiny people in the building. Also, all the staff often communicate with each other on radios for various reasons, which provided a little bit of unanticipated interruptions, but we made the best of it, and I foresee future videos being filmed in a more controlled environment. And the tribe does have several kitchens throughout the reservation that can be utilized for that purpose. Again, these videos offer another opportunity for kids to share healthy eating curriculum with their families. Pre-course evaluation and post-course evaluation was distributed to the participants. That was created by Chelsea Kleinmeyer, my site advisor. The results are anonymous and will not be used for any research studies. It was simply information that will be reviewed for internal information purposes. And I've also asked all the participants to complete a CSKT media release for images in the cookbook and video posting. We decided, in addition to collecting the remainder of the post-course evaluations and media releases, we asked the students to submit artwork and quotes about what they've learned and or feedback from the class that we will incorporate in the recipe book and possibly future CHIP reports. We will make a plan for distribution of the cookbooks, scheduling future cooking classes, and video filming. And the last time I met with Chelsea, she asked me what I had learned from the experience, and I think the most poignant,
I don't know if you want to do the botanical bird.
New distinction that was recognizing that the barriers to healthy food consumption may, in addition to maybe less about the lack of curiosity in trying new foods, but when we know that there's access issues, but the barriers to access are not just about getting access to the ingredients, which we associate with food security, but it's access to utensils and equipment and the space and environment needed to prepare a meal. So upon that realization, several of our recipes just happened to use a Vitamix or a food processor. So in addition to the cookbook distribution throughout the county and posting videos, CSKT Tribal Health will also be gifting a NutriBullet to each child who participated in the cooking class as another layer to set them up for success. And with that, I just want to thank Chelsea Kleinmeyer and CSKT Tribal Health Team wholeheartedly for having me on board. Amy Vaughn, the Boys and Girls Club of the Flathead Reservation in Lake County, and of course, Lee Taggart and the University of Montana School of Public and Community Health.
That was great, Carla. Sounds like fun.
It was fun. It was really fun. I hope I get to continue working with the kids a bit.